What's up, Steelers Nation? Welcome back to the channel where we bring you the latest, greatest, and sometimes most dramatic stories from the world of our beloved Pittsburgh Steelers. First things first, hit that like button to show some love for the team and subscribe so you don't miss any updates as we push toward the playoffs. Our Steelers are all about getting better every day, learning from every game, every mistake, and every victory, to give us fans what we live for, those wins. But as we gear up for a heated rematch against the Cleveland Browns, one name is dominating the headlines. You guessed it, George Pickens. From penalties to rivalries, and now even injuries, this game is shaping up to be a true AFC North showdown. Let's break it all down. The Steelers need George Pickens at his best, especially in a game as crucial as this one. But Pickens' recent issues with penalties are raising questions about whether he's helping or hurting the team in key moments. During the Week 13 win over the Bengals, Pickens was flagged twice for unsportsmanlike conduct. The first flag came after a taunt, the second for his now controversial finger gun celebration. While Pickens argued that these actions are common among receivers and that the NFL has a target on him, these penalties put the team in tough spots. "I'm just out here making plays, doing the same celebrations that every other receiver is doing," Pickens told reporters this week. But whether or not he feels singled out, these penalties are a problem the Steelers can't afford in games as tight as those in the AFC North. The scrutiny on Pickens isn't new. From his rookie year, when he was ejected for a late-game cheap shot, to his infamous open thing always eye black earlier this season, Pickens has a history of letting his emotions get the better of him. And with the NFL keeping a closer eye on him, his actions, both on and off the field, are under a microscope. This Week 14 clash against the Browns is more than just another game. It's about pride, revenge, and securing a stronger hold on the playoff race. The last time these two teams met in Week 12, tensions ran high. The game ended with a scuffle between Pickens and Browns cornerback Greg Newsome during a Hail Mary attempt. While neither player was fined, the bad blood has only grown since. In the lead-up to this game, Pickens hasn't held back. He's doubled down on his comments, calling the Browns a bad team and brushing off Newsome's critiques as irrelevant. Meanwhile, the Browns' Myles Garrett has come to his teammates' defense, fueling the fire in a rivalry that already burns hot. Will Pickens' trash talk and fiery nature motivate him to deliver a standout performance, or will it lead to more costly mistakes? That's the big question. Just when Steelers fans thought the drama couldn't get any thicker, Pickens showed up on the injury report late in the week. He's listed as questionable with a hamstring issue, an injury believed to have occurred during Friday's practice. For a team that relies heavily on his big play ability, losing Pickens in a critical divisional matchup would be a massive blow. Russell Wilson, who has been a revelation since taking over as the starter, has built solid chemistry with Pickens. Without him, the Steelers' offense will need other weapons to step up. If Pickens can't go, expect Deontay Johnson, Pat Freiermuth, and even the running backs to play larger roles in the passing game. But let's be honest, no one stretches the field and brings the same level of threat as Pickens. With or without Pickens, the Steelers need to focus on executing a clean, disciplined game plan. The Browns are entering this game with nothing to lose, making them dangerous. Jameis Winston, Cleveland's quarterback, is unpredictable, capable of explosive plays but also prone to turnovers. Defensively, the Steelers will need to capitalize on Winston's mistakes while staying sharp in coverage. Offensively, they must avoid penalties and costly errors. Games against the Browns are always physical, and this one will be no different. Steelers fans are split when it comes to Pickens. Some love his competitive fire and swagger, while others worry that his antics are becoming a liability. Coach Mike Tomlin has publicly challenged Pickens to channel his emotions more constructively, emphasizing the importance of team over individual. And as the Steelers inch closer to the playoffs, the stakes couldn't be higher. At 9-3, the Steelers are sitting in a strong position in the AFC. But a loss to the 3-9 Browns could derail their momentum and raise serious questions about their playoff readiness. This game is also a chance to send a message to the rest of the league. Beating a division rival decisively, especially after the drama of Week 12, would reinforce Pittsburgh's reputation as a gritty, no-nonsense contender. Devin Bush, the Browns linebacker, knows the Steelers well. Drafted 10th overall in 2019 after Pittsburgh traded up, Bush was once seen as the heir to Ryan Shazier, a sideline-to-sideline force in the middle of the defense. His rookie season was promising, but a devastating ACL tear in 2021 changed the trajectory of his career. After struggling to regain his form, the Steelers declined his fifth-year option, and Bush eventually landed in Cleveland via Seattle. This year, he's put up respectable numbers, 57 tackles and a sack in 12 games, but he hasn't been the game-changer the Browns hoped for. And in Week 12, the Steelers found a glaring mismatch they intend to exploit. In the Week 12 matchup, the Steelers realized something late in the game. Cleveland's defense had no answer for Pat Freiermuth. If Greg Newsome is on him, Pat Freiermuth is just bullying him off the line. If Devin Bush is on him, good luck guarding him, said Chris Carter of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. Freiermuth, standing at 6 feet 5 inches, is a mismatch nightmare for the 5 feet 11 inches Bush. Whether it's in the red zone, on third down, or in play action, the Steelers have the blueprint to attack this weakness. And with quarterback Russell Wilson finding his rhythm, expect Pittsburgh to lean heavily on this matchup come Sunday. The Steelers' offensive game plan in Week 12 left fans scratching their heads. They struggled to establish the run and missed opportunities to capitalize on Cleveland's defensive vulnerabilities. This time, they're ready. Wilson's chemistry with the offense has grown, and the play calling has become more aggressive. Whether it's Freiermuth over the middle, George Pickens stretching the field, or Najee Harris in the screen game, Pittsburgh has the tools to keep Cleveland's defense on its heels. And let's not forget, the Browns' Greg Newsome too struggled against Freiermuth last time out. That mismatch, combined with Bush's limitations in coverage, gives the Steelers a clear path to offensive success. While much of the focus is on the offense, the Steelers' defense knows it has to step up as well. Week 12 saw lapses in coverage and missed opportunities to capitalize on Jameis Winston's mistakes. Under coach Mike Tomlin's leadership, the defense is united under what they're calling the Get Better plan. It's not about revenge, it's about progress. Joey Porter Jr., coming off a shaky performance against Cincinnati, is determined to bounce back. He and Peyton Wilson have been vocal about the importance of executing their assignments and playing disciplined football. Winston, known for his big play ability and occasional erratic throws, presents an opportunity for the Steelers secondary. By keeping pressure on him and forcing him into mistakes, Pittsburgh can control the game defensively. Steelers versus Browns is always intense, but this year, the stakes feel even higher. Cleveland, sitting at 3-9, is desperate to salvage its season. Pittsburgh, at 9-3, is battling for playoff positioning. Add the personal drama of facing Devin Bush, and this game takes on a whole new layer of intrigue. While Bush will undoubtedly be motivated to prove himself against his former team, Pittsburgh's strategy to target him in coverage could make this a long day for the linebacker. For the Steelers, this isn't just about beating a division rival. It's about proving they're ready for the playoffs. At 9-3, Pittsburgh is in a strong position, but they can't afford to lose focus. This game is also a chance to silence doubters. The Week 12 loss to Cleveland was frustrating, but a decisive win in Week 14 would show the league that Pittsburgh has learned from its mistakes and is peaking at the right time. All right, Steelers Nation, we've laid it all out. George Pickens' penalty troubles, his questionable status for Sunday, and the high stakes of this Browns rematch. Now it's your turn. What do you think about Pickens' comments and his recent struggles with penalties? Should the NFL be watching him this closely, or is he being unfairly targeted? And do you believe the Steelers can overcome the drama and secure a critical win on Sunday? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. We want to hear from you. And before you go, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your fellow fans. Let's keep the conversation going as we cheer on the black and gold this weekend. Here we go, Steelers. Let's get that W.